Hey, hey, my baby doll pumpkins. It seems like yesterday we just had the bull market and then everything went to zero. And now here we are, waiting for everything to go back up. No guarantees. I hope it does. I want to show you how hard the market is. I know you like a hard, family-friendly show. Have a look at this. Out of 100 coins, friends, 10 are moving. The rest are wrecked. Look at these beautiful stats. Isn't it great you get to see these? Now, this is a snapshot in time. You see these 10 coins moving? Wow. TIA, KuCoin, IMX, Injection, right? Snow-themed trash layer 1 coin. Now, of course, it's tongue-in-cheek, friends. Everything has its own theme. Everything has memories of the past. Everything is trying to be the next Ethereum, blah, blah, blah. We all know that, okay? The issue is which coin is going to grab a large, shocking amount of users to surprise everyone. That we don't know. I mean, is Ethereum the next Ethereum? Are they going to release sharding? I don't really know. You see, when it comes to it, friends, it's a mismatch between how much they're losing against Bitcoin and then how much they want the layer 2 chains to win. Now, you're not going to hear this from Vitalik and the Ethereum developers because they don't come out and say stuff like this, okay? But I have to translate what they're doing in the background here because I know for a fact these people are really smart. I mean, Vitalik's an alien, 4,000 IQ, so they don't speak like peanut brains like us, okay? Look how tough it is to find the next winner. I mean, look at all these coins, friends. These are coins, all the coins from top 100, okay? Out of 100 coins, man, 10 moving, 90 are dead. Now, that's top 100. Remember, if you're buying coins in the top 100, you know how everybody says, oh, you're too late and the market caps are too big. Wrong mentality. The problem with trying to find the poop coins now is they're 10,000, okay? Now, 10,000 poop coins makes it super hard. When you are dealing with top 100 coins, friends, and I'm just going to tell you this straight out. Remember I told you that the crowd is always wrong? Guess what? The crowd, with their hunchbacks, is confident that a Bitcoin maxi approach is the right way to go with Ethereum maxi. And they were disrespecting large market caps in 2022 and 2023. I was there. I saw the polls. I was speaking to everybody. Everyone said, man, why would I ever buy a $3 billion coin? It takes forever to move. It can't move. I'd rather just go gamble on some other poop. I said, that's fascinating because everybody else is thinking the same way. So learning from that, I was able to reverse engineer the weak point of the retailers. The weak point is actually large caps. Surprise, surprise. Because I had the mid-curve approach as well. I thought the same thing too. I thought, man, who on earth is ever going to buy a ChainLink or any of these other layer 1 coins when you can just buy these poop coins? I knew there was going to be some sort of scam or trick or grift or something from the universe was going to appear. Now we see it. What's the problem? The problem is, as I just mentioned to you, your little poop coin that you think is going to get attention is fighting with other 30,000 poop coins. But these larger caps, your win rate of success significantly goes up. How much? 10 times higher win rate, which matters a lot. You can see in the poop coin world, the win rate, friends, is about 1%. We actually have data on that. There was a period of the year, I was reporting on this data. There was 2,400 coins that launched or whatever it was. 24 went up. So 24 and 2,400, 1%. Out of these top 100 coins over any period of time, about 10 are moving. So, I mean, it still sucks, right? 90% don't move, but they're not going to be dead forever. But you get to see, at least their survival rate is so much more higher from here. But now you got another challenge. All right. It's not good enough just to survive. You got to outperform BTC and ETH. How are you going to do that? I mean, XRP, yeah, it's still alive. Hasn't been outperforming Bitcoin for many, many, many years. Missed out a lot, you know, because of Cripple dumping and also Cripple failing to push the narrative into the new spectrum. Unfortunately, right now with Cripple, they're still in the payment coin solution narrative. Payment coin solutions, bad, friends. Payment coins had their sexy performance in like 2017. Then 2021 came. Now we're in the third cycle for them. So, that's going to be tough, man. You got a third cycle curse for payment coins. You better do something different. That's why XRP have XRP Chain, XRP Ledger. It's called XRPL. Doesn't do any volume. Last time we checked, I made a thread on it. Only has $500,000 of volume. So you can see now the copers, the retailers, the crowd consensus, which is always wrong. They really got this one wrong, didn't they? So first time in USD stable coins portfolio. Now they became Bitcoin and Ethereum maxis. Then they think they're going to get their path to riches. Now you're actually starting to see, recently, you start seeing this layer 1 coins and large market cap coins moving up and boosting up the ecosystem. So all these people are winning, are losing. Now, if you're listening out there, not financial advice, I mean, I like the fact that there are harpooned whales who are cucks, don't know what they're doing. They are selling down PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex. But this is good because it gives me a chance to DCA. Because friends, look, at the end of the day, I found these different coins here and there, and you look at the teams, I'm just like, ugh, are you going to make it? You see this, now you might say, wow, isn't that a good thing to ask? Kind of, because your friend saw me here. If I can see a path to make it, I'd love to go hard. The problem is, I know you like going hard. The problem is, looking at these things, I'm like, man, I'd feel like an idiot if I put more than $1,000 and it went down. I'd feel like a real idiot. When you do this research when it comes to cult, passionate community, PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, real DeFi, you can download the website, talk directly to the blockchain. Can't get this anywhere else. 99% was enough to drop it down. 140 plus content creators. I like that. You see that? When it comes to PulseChain and PulseX, I don't care if they only do a 20x in this cycle from me. I don't care. Like some people call that a failure, but I don't really give a damn. You know why? Because every time I talk about these positive fundamental attributes, in my mind, I'm like, yep. Let's say someone had like a small portfolio and they're like, okay, there's $1,000 for their poop coin. When you see PulseChain, for example, and PulseX and Hex, you're like, okay, 99% down, couldn't kill it. Add an extra 1,000, okay? So now you're on 2,000. And you say, okay, 140 plus content creators. You're like, man, that's actually a lot. Add 2,000 to that, right? Now you got 4,000. Then you might say, okay, you can download their files. You can talk directly to the blockchain. That's a pretty good fundamental feature, right? So deleting websites ain't really scary, right? That's another $5,000. So suddenly you're not dealing with $1,000 poop coin world. Now you're like in $5,000 poop coin land, right? And then you might even find things like, oh, wow, it's a cycle 1 coin from a cycle 2 narrative. Okay, add a couple of thousand to that. Maybe an extra 2,000. Now, you know, I'm now up to 7,000, friends. You can see how these attributes help increase your conviction. I'm not saying, by the way, to do this. Okay, if you buy in, it goes to zero, it's your fault. I'm just telling you, this is how I want to think about these things. Different people in the markets, they can see different paths of winning. And you might even have people who do the opposite. You know, like GCR, for example, he's like super turbo bearish. He's like, oh, I can calculate the inflation and I know you guys aren't going to be able to sustain your prices, okay? So when it comes to these, everyone has a different view. Am I gifted? I don't know. I just got a peanut brain, friends. I'm here 18 hours a day. This is my view that I have. It's not the only view. For example, I know other people out there like Cat. So Carrot Liquor. I can't say I can't say what I really call him on camera, but Mr. Carrot Liquor, little yellow cat, he has a different way of how he approaches things. He's talking to a lot of teams. They come and approach him. He looks at different data, you know. Other people grab open interest. There's different pieces of information that other people grab out there, and it's their own pattern. What I notice, friends, is I am leagues above the rest. Why? It's because for some reason, I'm the only person who, when I find stuff, you can benefit. Because I watch these other people. I can't benefit from it, and you can't either. Because they talk a big game. Guess what? You can't get their prices, okay? Or they talk a big game, but guess what? It's a leverage trade. You got to do like a plus 25% move, do like 3x leverage long on it. You know what I mean? It's gambly, requires a centralized exchange. You can't sleep at night. You're up every night. Okay, so yes, I don't know if it's just luck, but I'm here giving you this high value. Okay, so for example, I'm doing paid launchpad stuff. If I come across projects or projects attract me, and friends, trust me, it's basically, it's nearly impossible to talk to me. So if you come across stuff, I'll throw stuff your way. May we win, may we not. We just got to try a lot of things, friends. I'll tell you, in 2021, you know, these odds are hard, but in 2021, I show you my winning results, okay? So yes, I show you my winning results, and on the surface, they look good. And guess what? They were good. I'm very proud of them. All right, but really, there are many others missing that were from ICOs. which I did not like publish. Why? Because I felt like who cares? Like I did paid launchpad. I got like a, $200 allocation in something and it went like 30x. Like who the hell cares, right? You had to buy the paid token and then win some lottery allocations to do that. Okay, that's what I'm doing again for this one, right? So you can see here, right? If you look at the middle column, that's a USD profit. So Alpha did like 90x here, 10x, 30x. I mean, I just love this. Pikachu gave me 42x over like a week. And I'll never forget Pikachu coin and Pikachu Inu. So these ones, absolute trash filth. But hey, they weren't good. Now, repeating them is another thing. And I want to let you know, there are coins I didn't write there. They didn't fulfill my prophecy destiny. Coins such as MakerDAO. Coins such as protocols that are actually profitable, which is very disappointing, friends. You got to understand. I know it seems like in hindsight right now, but I didn't have all the theory. I didn't have the Bible out here. I'm like, well, these things are the most profitable because you don't know, man. The prices are depressed with everything else. And you just logically think, even as me, contrarian, I'm like, okay, when Bitcoin breaks its high of $20,000, the market will wake up and everybody's going to get their calculator out and realize, Sushi and all these other protocols affiliated with these and Yearn, they are super profitable for what they're doing. And to my surprise, no one gave a damn. What do they go do, friends? They bought dog coins. Can't believe it. I'm here trying to party with you, friends. I'm here trying to party with you. You gotta understand, I did all this research. I had a little token terminal. I had it wasn't all my portfolio, just a section of it. And I was so confident in it. It didn't move. It was like, okay, Elon Musk talking about Doge. Doge did 220x. And then my cousins are just like, hey man, let's get into Kishu Inu. I'm like, what is this? They just go, well, it's just another dog coin. And it was like literally the fourth derivative of Shiba Inu, which is the derivative of a dog coin, which is shielded by the richest man in the world. No utility, no nothing. Memes weren't a sector, friends. It was just absolute degeneracy. And here I am sitting here, I'm like, you know what? These profitable protocols, they're not moving. I'll just throw it in there. Bang! Kishu Inu. How much they did? Like 28x. Oh, I think it was 42x. And like Pikachu as well, 40x. Bang! Over a weekend. I was like, no way, man. How does that happen? And then obviously, as the market progressed, my brain just put all these pieces of the puzzle together. I'm like, oh my God, now it makes sense, right? So I'll teach you things about these cycle one narratives, friends. The cycle one narrative. So yes, sitting in the top 100, you're not going to lose all your money. Probably from here, we're going to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum for most of them. You got to be in a strong community and passionate cult. Now, of course, PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, not the be all and end all. Of course not. But, well, the prices are cheap. I mean, it's great, friends. That's what I want. Okay, that's what I want. You see, on the surface, everybody, you think it's going to be a good time when, okay, our bags are 10x higher. And yeah, we're going to feel better. Not necessarily, because it's going to be tough. Because there won't be an obvious play. All right, because if everything's 10x up from here, let's say PulseX is back to day one sack, Pulse is back to 3x above day one sack, right? When that's happening, friends, so you think, oh yeah, it's super great, everything's going to be going fantastic. Well, you're going to be seeing other coins and narratives move, okay? So, woohoo, imagine this did up here, right, by the end of 2024. At that point, you have to make a critical decision, okay, with your portfolio. Now, please, for the love of God, don't ever shave everything off, ever. But I'm just telling you, it's going to be a realistic thing. You think, okay, well, I've got my portfolio here. How high do I think ChainLink can go? How high do I think PulseX, and Hex can go? Because, friends, look, obviously, we can talk a big game all we want. You can say to me 1,000x or 500x. You can say that, all right? But I don't know the future. I'm just presenting to you something you got to think about. What if in a year from now, it's now December 2024, what if Bitcoin is $70,000? You see a 7 in front of it, and PulseX is day one sack. I want to ask you that. What do you think? Okay. What if Pulse is 3x above day one sack? All right. What are you going to be thinking? What are you going to be feeling? Okay. Because most likely it sounds like crap today. But in the whirlwind, all right, everyone's eating jelly beans, friends. They're eating jelly beans and they're saying, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. We've got plenty of time to go. That's what everyone's going to be saying. And I hope it does. And I pray it does. But I'm just telling you, what are you going to do in that scenario? Are you prepared, right? What if Bitcoin doesn't have much to go from there? They're just telling you, right? So you don't really know. Okay, that's just something you got to think about. I don't like that scenario. I want us to be much higher, but I mean, like, considering prices today, friends, we've got a long way to go, right? We know that with that portion of allocation. You know, it's funny. I'll talk to the Link Marines as well. I'm like, hey, you know, like, ChainLink's what, like 14, 15 bucks? All right, well, what if Bitcoin is 70,000? ChainLink's 48 bucks, 50 bucks, 60 bucks. All right, what are you going to do then? You know, because I know, friends, what everyone's imagining in their head, we are still anchoring to the chart of 2017. 2017 was crossing the chasm, friends. We're not going to get that again, okay? I'm not here to bring you bad news. I'm just telling you the truth, all right? This is why you listen to me and you watch me, all right? Now, I'm not the be-all and end-all and the arbiter of everything. I'm just telling you, friends, like, grab both my balls in your hand, all right? I'll tell you right this. You're allowed to squeeze if I get this wrong. Well, I'm not getting this wrong, all right? I don't have much conviction when it comes to these types of things. So when I pick them, I can tell you right now, we are not in crossing the chasm. Okay, crossing the chasm was 2017. Crossing the chasm was Ethereum becoming a blue chip of crypto, birthing and doing a 4,500x from ICO. Okay, that's back crossing the chasm. Okay, crossing the chasm is mainstream. That's John McAfee saying he's going to eat his Witty if Bitcoin doesn't go to 100K or whatever it was. Okay, we're not there now. We're in skeptics and laggards. You gotta remember, friends, innovators, Roger Ver, Richard Hart, Da Vinci J15, Andreas Antonopoulos, Trace Meyer, okay? These are the pioneers. Then you start moving to early innovators. You have DD, right? The Bitcoin family. You have even people like John McAfee coming in, okay? The pragmatic area of Tim Draper, okay? We're going through here now. You see this? Friends, we're past the visionaries now. Then we have conservatives. I know we think Michael Saylor's an early visionary, friends, but my gosh, I just want to tell you, if Bitcoin was as early innovation, as they say, as when Max Kaiser bought at $1, do you really think his company would let him put billions of dollars in? I just want you to think about that. I know he's convicted, but I just want you to really think about that. Answer's no, all right? And then, even if you're not convinced by that, Uncle Peter Schiff is using Ordinals, Bitcoin, to store artwork. All right, he's using the Bitcoin network, right? Grandpa, love you, Uncle Petey. Grandpa is using Bitcoin to store art, okay? He's using it for a use case, even though he hates it. Remember when we were children, what were parents saying? Get off that Facebook. You're gonna talk to some random strangers on the internet. Well, guess what? We are talking to random strangers, and now we gamble with them, mum and dad. So things got even worse. But back then, that's what they were saying about Facebook. Guess what now? All the parents, all the boomers, they have a Facebook. Okay? They put the phone like this, they put the phone like this close, and they go, what's this button? How do I do this? Okay? You see that? They're using it now. Remember, who comes in at the very end? Laggards. Skeptics. Yes. There's probably a final wave, friends. The baby boomers. But guess what? They're coming in, friends. We know they're coming in. All right. We know at the end of the day, government, ETF approved means all these government bureaucrats, they sit behind wooden desks. They drink their water. It's room temperature. And they got to sign off on all these things. Bitcoin, is it safe? How does it not go to zero? Who makes the Bitcoin? You see all these questions we don't even think about. We're like, sweet, I want to give me some degen gains, okay? We're thinking about that, friends. But the government, they're sitting down, they're doing that, okay? Corrupt chairman Gary Gensler, the semen demon himself, okay? He takes a break from chugging his semen for the day, and then he has to answer questions about, okay, can this thing go to zero? Why wouldn't it? Okay, what happens if all the Bitcoin gets seized? All right. How do we know things aren't being laundered? Who knows where all the addresses are? Who really is Satoshi? You see all these questions. How do we know it's not a risk? All these like boring boomer questions. They had to write essays and file them. Okay, they had to sit and write all of these out. They're like, okay, who's Coinbase? All the addresses, everything's tracked. That, friends, looking at this tech wave, that doesn't scream innovator to me, all right? That is skeptics and laggards. It's people who want to sit down and they go, give me 100 reasons why this thing won't go to zero, okay? When you see that, the average investor, you think, sweet, safe for me to invest. When I see that, I think, oh, well, game's over. Let's move to the next game, okay? The game's dead. Literally, they killed the game. That's the Bitcoin game. Is this the future of Ethereum and altcoins and poop coinery? Maybe, but it isn't right now. So before they have a crypto index, remember I've made videos on it, friends. Bearish. B-E-E-E-E-R-I-S-H. Bearish would be a crypto index. It's when you finally get told by the government, you know your poop coins? We're going to send pension funds to auto buy them. Okay, you know, it sounds counterintuitive. That's the game, okay? So at least I fleshed out the game here for you, where we're going. That's why you really got to take advantage of these bets, friends. If these people want to, you want to sell down stuff where I can be high convicted and add lots of bullets, keep doing it. Please keep doing it, okay? We're going to be in a different game if, you know, we're up 10x from here and Bitcoin's 70K and you're thinking, okay, crap. What coins can I buy that are cheap from here? You can't really do much, all right? So you've got to prepare for that moment. We prepare now. How do you prepare now? All those cuck wallets selling, you know what to do. I know what I'm doing. I'm just fading them, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Keep your back straight. Catch you soon.